Khaleesi trying to go a Spicy Martini, but Spicy Martini coming right away, and Spicy Martini punched out as one again. Second Khaleesi, third She Houses.
Toby, Stephen, must be extremely exciting for the stable to have a slot selected from the Gold Coast Turf Club and Aquis in the inaugural running of the Magic Million Sunlight.
Yeah, Mitch, it's an honour really. You know, now Stephen's on board. This will be his first run in one of these races. I've been fortunate enough to have a runner in the first Everest with Aquis, so we partnered up with Hootson in that particular race. I've had a runner in the Archer, or twice I think, which we've won, and the King of the Mountain. So I've been lucky enough to be in nearly each of the slot races except for obviously the Quokka in Perth. So for me, it's exciting for the inaugural one, Steve.
Yeah, I guess it's a bit surreal, really. Got to pinch myself, you know, and it's really happening. I suppose it's great to be a part of. Yeah.
I was just thinking that as a real pinch yourself moment. You know, the last 12 months has probably been a whirlwind for you, but you know, the horses are going well, and you've got yourself in a position now that you've got this sort of calibre of horse coming through for races like the Sunlight.
Yeah, definitely. Look, you know, it's been a bit of a whirlwind last 12 months for myself. You know, sort of all came to, I suppose, fruition that this is the way that I was going to head back in what would have been probably April, May that Toby and I first spoke, and you know, to put it all into place come 1st of September. But no, it's good.
We talk about the filly now. She was an explosive winner of the Mode Stakes at the last start, so she brings black type into the race, and very versatile as well, depending on how the race pans out.
Yeah, sure. You know, there's obviously going to be a bit of pressure in this race. There's going to be good speed. She was fortunate enough to be able to control that race at Doomben the other day on what was quite a heavy track. So track conditions don't really worry us. We're sort of, to be honest, we're hoping for a bit more rain. You know, we had 17 mil of rain here this morning, so that should just take the edge off the track. Although the track's a great track, it recovers really well. I'd love to see probably another inch tomorrow, and that'd bring us into the race a little more. Realistically, can we beat Lady of Camelot or Arabian Summer? Who knows, you know, but we've drawn beautifully and soft. Going to get a lovely run wherever that be. You know, if there's no speed, she won't be far away from them. If there's too much speed, we'll come back and give her that option, that chance to finish off. She's got a really good turn of foot. You know, we work her with you know, a horse that can actually gallop a bit, and she just trucks beside them, and we haven't got to see her ridden sort of back to be able to show that turn of foot yet. Her maiden win, she drew awkward and ended up outside the lead. In the Mode plate, we put her on the speed as well, so we haven't had that opportunity yet, but I'm looking forward to the day that happens.
She's one of these horses that's very untapped in the race. As you said, Toby, you've got your likes of Lady of Camelot and Arabian Summer who've been there and done it at a good level, including Lady of Camelot winning a Golden Slipper. And then you've got a horse like Spicy Martini and Private Harry. They're untapped and bring a real X factor to the race, don't they?
Yeah, like, to be honest, I'm glad you mentioned Private Harry. He looks probably a horse that could win this race. He looks like a horse that's progressed nicely. He won a very heavy track at I think Rose Hill, maybe his last start. He was dominant, and Nathan Doyle's a good young trainer, and he'd have that horse right. This filly here, her pedigree, you know, we're very, very comfortable, you know, going into a race like this, even though it may be sort of it's a step up in grade naturally, and as you mentioned, Lady of Camelot, a few of these horses are raced in better quality races, but I'm a big believer in young horses with ability, you know, taking that, you know, throwing them in the deep end basically is what we do, and they send a peak, and it's good. It's very, very similar to a young sportsman. You know, when you put them up into a grade where they're not comfortable with, and they've got that ability, they always rise, and I'm confident this filly will do the same.
And Stephen, no doubt, you know, home track advantage as well. She worked on the course proper Saturday morning. That's going to hold her in good stead for this race. The 1100 metre start's always that tricky one here at the Gold Coast as well.
Yeah, definitely. But you know, I think, you know, like you said, the home ground advantage, it's always a factor wherever you go. You know, she's drawn ideally too, so I don't think the start's going to be too much of a worry for her. So, yeah, I don't think it's going to worry her.
And in regards to the rest of the runners during the carnival, are you happy with where they're at over the 2 days coming up?
Yeah, I would have liked to have drawn a bit softer this week. We've got some horror draws, which is common. we're pretty used to those. But if it does rain, sometimes that turns around and works in your favour. So as it is right now, we've drawn horribly the rest of the day, but. Obviously Holly handpicked her barrier and drew a nice soft one, so that was great. So in the best race, we got the best barrier and probably going to get the best run. But the other guys, Burning Bell's in good form. She comes off a really good stakes run the other day where she was good. She wasn't 100% wound up either. She had a really good jump out here the other day on the course proper and trialled beautifully. And she's set and ready to go. Barrier 18's a bit of a worry, but just as I mentioned, if it does rain, she may just end up with the right run. I'm not sure, but she's ready to run really well. The two in the Consolation, Ready to Ships first up. Silver and Suave performed really well the other night. Back to 1100 with blinkers on. I like that. We were going to eventually run him in the 3 and 4 year old. Rising Stars race, but it would have been an emergency, so we elected to go with this 3-year-old race. It's a tough race as well, but both those are good progressive horses, and they'll be reasonably big odds. I think they are big odds, and they're fit and ready to run well.
All the best on Saturday night. Obviously, it's a long day. You've got the morning shift into the night, but you've got legitimate chances, and no doubt you'll do the Gold Coast Turf Club and Aquis proud, and likewise she'll do proud for the stable and compete at the best of her ability on Saturday night in the sunlight.
Yeah, just on behalf of Steve and I, we appreciate and thank Aquis firstly, also the Gold Coast Turf Club jointly for choosing her and giving us that chance.
Yeah,
it's a
thank you.
Big thing.
No, very much appreciated.
And it's one part about the race just before we go to that local flavour that the Gold Coast is supporting the local talent coming through as well.
Yeah, that's right. So, sorry, I cut you off. It's just bit me. Look, it's good. It's good that your home club has got behind us, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think
it is.
I think it's a big thing.
It's good to get that support and keep things in house at the home ground, I suppose. Yeah.
Best of luck and give it to the Interstaters on Saturday night.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers. Thanks.